Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about those technical difficulties. It's the first time for everything. We'll get to more on that in a moment, but 3rd and 11 for Arizona as that pass is incomplete. Ashley Jackson looking over the middle, looking for a flag, but did not get it, so Arizona will have to punt. What you may have missed, Will Todd, an 18-yard reception on a corner route. DJ Moses, 3 carries for 20 yards on that drive, but at the end of the day, Ashley Jackson just 1 of 3. She'll have to punt it away. Declan O'Rourke also had a sack to put Arizona behind the sticks.
Yeah, and last week, Ashley Jackson just couldn't keep care of the ball, had 6 interceptions, already has 1 tonight as well, but Declan O'Rourke also having a hot start to this game after having 9 tackles last week.
You know, at first, Paul, I was thinking, oh, man, you know, we've got a frozen console here, frozen console situation, which, you know, wouldn't be the first time for that. But then come to find out we were actually just kicked off our own network due to a driver downfall. And hopefully that is just a temporary glitch. Bo Martin is around somewhere, says the chat. We're back to action. 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Rochelle Colston, Jack Brown, and Paulie Truth alongside me. Tonight is Parker Thomas swats that one away. Bring up 2nd and 10. The corners on the outside for Arizona putting in some serious work in the first quarter.
And credit to their secondary as well from last week. Parker Thomas with an interception. Iverson Gamble, Eddie Gage, both with interceptions as well. Just in that heartbreak of a loss against Las Vegas. And you just got to give credit to the secondary who's been playing awesome all season long.
8 in the box for Arizona as Synergy will flip it outside to Kevin Say. Say picks up 6 to set up a 3rd down and 4. We haven't had a chance to go over this Arizona defense yet. On the line, Dede Sachs, Alex Constantine, who has a sack, Hunter Norwood, and David Tilley. Linebackers are Sean Moore, J.R. Lawless, and Nathaniel Diggs. Corners, Skinny Washington, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison. Your safeties, Iverson Gamble, and 99 picks, Eddie Gage. Cliff Allen is your kicker. Keep an eye on as well tonight.
I'm excited to see Nathaniel Diggs in his first season in Arizona going up against his former team in D.C.
That pass is hauled in by Percoco over the head of Diggs and into the secondary. Percoco to the D.C. 49. Gamble and one other there to make the stop, but Synergy slinging early.
And Lauren Percoco with her 23rd reception on the season and an incredible time. You're up 6 right now, and you're just moving the chains on this Arizona defense. If I'm DC, I want to increase this lead on an incredibly tough Arizona team and just keep their defense on their their heels all game long.
You see that, Paul? Gage was setting up for 100. You could just tell. He was trying to get in perfect position and forgot to guard Percoco, and Percoco hauls it in for 28 yards, and she's got her 2nd catch back-to-back. Now a 7-yard gain. Sean Moore chases her out of bounds.
And we're seeing back-to-back hashtag throw to the tight end, and we also got Mike Daggs in the chat, hashtag throw to the tight end behind the scenes to help get us back on board on SFL. Impact Monday Spectacular with Cam and Paul. And you got to show Mike some love there. Getting us ready to go. We're got DC here driving down the field.
2nd and 3 at the Arizona 44. Synergy again to the near side. He's been attacking the right side of this defense pretty much all night. Mike Churchill now with 3 catches. Shanahan's got 2. Percoco's got 2. Say's got 2. Spreading it around.
And what a nice catch from Mike Churchill. He contorting his body to be able to make that catch and surpassing 400 yards on the season already with 3 early catches in this game. He may be in store for a big night.
Synergy going to throw again out to Say. 11th completion already, and Gage comes up to make the tackle for a loss of 131 yards for Synergy. Arizona's offense combined with 38 in the first quarter, 2nd and 11.
And Eddie Gage, the Hall of Famer, 2-time All-Star with the tackle. To have nearly almost 1,700 career tackles has got to say something about the type of player that Eddie Gage is. And we're all sitting here in anticipation to see if he gets number 100 tonight.
Synergy's pass now to the top of the screen, open to Josh Gill. His first completion or reception. Garrison on the tackle, but Synergy really spreading the love.
Josh Gill with that catch. That's going to be good for over 3,500 career receiving yards. So Josh Gill, just like Shabazz Synergy, breaking some milestones in this game tonight.
Beautiful thing to see. All of the achievements our players get all year long, all career long. We are happy to provide you with those moments in time as Kevin Say picks up 2. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. Second and 8. Say 1 carry for -1 yards in the first quarter. Has not phased the DC Dragons as Westlake gets it into the red zone down to the Arizona 19-yard line. Will set up a 3rd and 1. Everett Garrison and Parker Thomas looks like they're going to be awfully busy tonight as DC continues to attack outside the numbers.
Yeah, DC is no stranger to this passing offense. Shabazz Synergy, he's 20th in the league in completions, but 3rd this season in completion percentage. So you might not get a whole lot of yards, but Synergy is playing efficiently and looking to help increase this lead for DC on this play here.
6.8 yards per carry. They're going to throw again on 3rd and 1, and it's a race to the sticks, and it's no good. Chuck Steller's first catch of the night. They tried to pull the old okey doke on Arizona, and they weren't fooled. It'll bring out Potty for that Amanda Moyer tying 81st career field goal.
And he tried to get the ball to Stellar there, kind of tricking this Arizona defense, and Eddie Gage is not falling for that one.
And I'm not falling for this one. I'd be shocked if DC actually went for this here. Just a 30-yard chip shot. No penalties so far tonight. Arizona does have 1 sack. DC, oh, they did get him to jump with 3 on the clock. And Say gets the first down. That was so, and I think they fooled Arizona because I think Arizona thought exactly what we thought, Paul. I mean, it just business as usual. Take the timeout. Somebody moved on that line and killed the stop. That was David Tilley. That jump was late. That was like 2 on the play clock.
Yeah, and just a great job from Shabazz Synergy with the off call to get the defender to jump off sides and move the chains in the red zone here with a chance to go make it a 2-possession game.
2 in the backfield here for DC. And Synergy will fire it out. That's the second catch for Stellar. So that is now 5 different players on this DC Dragon offense with at least 2 catches in the first quarter. Ashley Jackson has 1 completion in the first quarter.
DC offense is just playing a methodical game in this first quarter, absolutely controlling the time of possession early in the game. And I know there's a lot of game left, but this DC Dragons team is looking strong.
Handoff, Say, touchdown. Dragons, they're up 12-0. A fast start for the underdog DC.
Kevin Say, louder Cam, what a run by Kevin Say there. Just fighting, not taking no as an answer from this Arizona defense, increasing the lead to 12. And let's see if Pati can get a redemption and some extra blocking here to make his second extra point after the first one being blocked.
I've called for his Amanda Moyer tying 81st field goal about 3 times tonight, and he still hasn't gotten it, but he does get that extra point, so now it's 13-0 DC. Arizona's barely been on the field. And the last time they were on the field, our whole system froze, so they haven't had anything go right for them tonight.
And Arizona, if I'm Arizona, I'm coming out here on this drive, and as I mentioned earlier, you got to take a shot. Maybe this DC team has game planned for those deep throws, but Ashley Jackson and company, is looking to face adversity here with a 2-possession game and trying to close that gap.
Owens return to the 21-yard line. If I'm Arizona, I think nothing of this start. I mean, they barely even had a shot to show them what they got. There's no need to panic here. Meanwhile, on the flip side for DC, their fans loving this fast start. The Dragons are 2 games back of Carolina, technically 3 since they already lost to the Skyhawks. They really need to get back in the thick of things here. So that pass to Vin Diesel is in and out of the hands, and Jackson's now 1 of 4.
And one thing about Arizona is their love for family within. And Vin Diesel just couldn't do it for the family there, dropping the ball there, and we're going to see 2nd and 10.
Moses has looked good to start. Long run of 12. 20 yards on 3 carries. 5 different DC Dragon defenders have a tackle on the 5 Arizona offensive plays in this first quarter. That has 5 seconds left. 2 in the backfield. Handoff Moses. Moses is met immediately. No one blocked the edge. And that is the end of the first quarter. Saeed Gore brings him down. First quarter dominated by DC. 13-0 Dragons. Looking to pull the upset here tonight on Impact Monday. Michelle Colson, Jack Brown, Paul Sarp, Cameron Irvine with you here tonight. Chris Curtis, Tyler Falk have the night off. We will look forward to seeing them back on Impact Monday in the weeks to come. Ashley Jackson fires over the middle of the field, caught by Ryan Owens. You know, I kind of think about Curtis and Falk as like the Manning brothers. Mike, they're good in, or Paul, they're good in, not for every week of the season, because you just get tired of them after a while. They're good for about, 11, 12 weeks. It's a good number.
And hey, I'm getting the promotion here. I'll be good for about 14 weeks, Cam. So appreciate
17, better be
appreciate
17.
you being me. Hey, I'm here for every last one.
1st and 10 of the Arizona 42-yard line as Moses takes the handoff, picks up 2. Wrapped up by O'Rourke, his 2nd tackle tonight.
I'm waiting for this Arizona deep bomb to come from Ashley Jackson, and I feel like everyone watching right now was not expecting this 13-0 lead from DC to start the game.
Showing blitz, and everybody comes at DJ Moses, and Moses able to spin past a couple. Fortson makes the stop. 3rd and 4, going to go no huddle here, and we'll see if DC adjusts defensively. They shift, now only rush 4. Flip outside to the fullback, Justin Williams. He's got a 1st down. Arizona's going fast.
Williams coming over from Tulsa, helping Arizona get that 1st down, trying to answer this DC Dragons team.
A 3rd different play. Jackson fires down the field, caught. 1st down to the DC 36-yard line. Hughes on the tackle, and Todd gets his 2nd reception of the evening. So now 1st down just outside of Cliff Allen's range. A handoff to Moses. He sidesteps to the left and picks up 1. How many plays they got in this? All the credit to Arizona. They really mixing things up here, keeping DC on their toes. Now they go back to Moses on the left side, and Moses is going to pick up 4, and they'll reset on 3rd down and 5. O'Rourke and Gore combined for the stop.
And I like that call for the Arizona Scorpions there to try and catch this DC Dragons defense off guard. May have not been expecting that fast-paced, no-huddle offense. And, hey, I'll tell you what, it worked for Arizona. Let's see how they can answer after regrouping here on 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Jackson against a blitz. Fires over the middle, but did go in the wrong direction. That pass caught by Weston, his 1st catch. So now all players, including the fullback Justin Williams, have 1 grab. Jackson has 6 completions tonight to 6 different players. But at the end of the day, Cliff Allen's going to end up having to settle for 3.
Connor Weston just not able to get that 1st down. Arizona's leading receiver so far in this season, off to a hot start in the season.
And Allen's kick is good. Going back to that 3rd down and 5 play, Paul, it almost looked like Jackson sort of sluggishly dumped that pass off to Weston. If she hits him in stride, I mean, he's up the field. It's a 1st down easy, but he had to come back for a 3-yard pass. I mean, that just, quite frankly, was just a bit lazy.
Yeah, I see. I could see that as well. But hey, you put your trust in your field goal kicker, Cliff Allen. That's going to be 13 for 13 on the season, and we now have a 10-point deficit for Arizona against the Dragons.
Allen, by the way, 14th on the all-time list, just moved up to 13th, passing JT Delaney, and is now tied with Matt Rage for 12th on the all-time list. Could even get as high as 11th. Matt Fennick has 111 field goals. So a bunch of kickers all bunched up in the teens of the all-time list right now. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Split heavy here for Synergy. Synergy was going to pass, but within 2 seconds is enveloped by Hunter Norwood. A 4-yard loss will set up 2nd and 14.
And that's going to be number 8.5 for Norwood, as that offensive lineman could not contain him. As soon as the ball was snapped, incredible job by Norwood to beat the offensive lineman off the snap of the ball and to bring Synergy down within 2 seconds.
Synergy now behind the sticks on 2nd and 14. 7:35 to go in the first half. 13-3 Dragons. As Synergy throws over the middle, complete to Gill for a 1st down to the 38-yard line. Gage and Washington combined for the stop. 17 of 20 for Shabazz.
And it looked like Norwood fought through again. And if you're Shabazz Synergy, when you know Hunter Norwood's coming after you, to stay in the pocket and throw an absolute dime of a ball to your receiver, hitting them right on the numbers, just an incredible job from Shabazz Synergy.
Shanahan 2 catches, Churchill 3 catches, Gill 2 catches, Percoco 2 catches. Everyone involved. Synergy out to Stellar, his 3rd catch, and Stellar picks up 7 to the DC 45-yard line.
You got to love watching Shabazz Synergy get everyone on the offense involved. Seeing all of these players make an impact is what makes this game and the SFL just a special place to be.
So 2nd down and 3, 6:38 to go. Synergy drops to throw. They are attacking these short flats out of the backfield. Kevin Say with a 1st down to the 50, but they're not doing it in the swing game, Paul. They're doing it with these little flare routes by Stellar and Say out of the backfield.
And I'll tell you what, the front office and scouting team of this DC team, they really had their work cut out for them this week, and just a great job scouting this Arizona team. And the results are shown here early in the game.
Say not doing much on the ground, although he does have the touchdown. Moore and Norwood collect the stop. Eddie Gage already up to 5 solo tackles tonight and 2 tackles for loss. Still sitting on pick 99, 2nd and 10.
With Kevin Say, it's interesting because he's 3rd in the league in yards per carry, but 23rd in the league in actual carries. So he's efficient, just doesn't touch the ball a whole lot in this offense.
Synergy's pass is nearly intercepted by Everett Garrison. He jumped the route. It'll set up a 3rd down and 10. Quickly, Paul, on Kevin Say, what does that say to you as a coach when you got a guy that's 3rd in the league in something but isn't getting the touches?
To me, it's got to be back to the drawing board a little bit. Not that you want to switch up your game plan completely. You just got to maybe get Kevin Say involved just a little bit more and maybe put some more plays in there specifically for him.
Synergy on 3rd and 10, and Arizona's pressure. That's the 2nd time we've seen a defensive lineman just stop short as Ronnie Shanahan picks up the 1st down of the Arizona 32. Scorpions playing timid up front. Look at Norwood.
Yeah, Norwood getting that pressure on the quarterback again, but Shabazz Synergy is not afraid of being hit by a player like Norwood. And for the 2nd time this drive, we've seen Norwood break through, but a great pass from Shabazz Synergy for the 2nd time.
first half completions for Shabazz Synergy. This is Dallas Roughnecks Shabazz Synergy at this point. He dumps it short, and that's nearly taken back. Sean Moore had an opportunity at it, and Arizona's now got 5 passes defended. All 5 incompletions for DC have been touched by a Scorpion, but no picks.
And I know all of these Scorpion secondary defenders, they want Eddie Gage to hit that milestone tonight, but hey, they're here to play as well and looking to try to one day catch the leading interceptor, Eddie Gage, in all-time interceptions.
2nd and 10. Synergy steps up and is sacked again. These 2 D lines are going at it. DD Sacks with the takedown. Sacks, Constantine, and Norwood all each with 1 sack in the first half. Just working them.
This Scorpion front 7 is 3rd in the league in sacks with 19 and already having 3 in the first half, trying to reach that number 1 spot by the end of this season.
Now you got press coverage, 2 safeties back, 9 on the line of scrimmage with an empty 5 wide look on 3rd and 16. And Synergy delivers over the middle, overthrows a receiver, and the pass is knocked around and intercepted. Have to get another look on how that occurred. Iverson Gamble with the first takeaway of the night for Arizona, and the Scorpions had kept this close in the first half.
Great job from Gamble. Synergy took
Eddie.
the shot right at Eddie Gage, and Eddie just didn't. He wants everyone to stay on their toes a little bit. Doesn't want to get number 100 too early in the game. It was right to him, and he had it. He just wanted to build the anticipation a little bit.
It literally looked like, Paul, that he left without the ball. Like he was thinking, pick 6, this is mine, and he forgot it. Fortunately, Gamble on the back end was there to recover. That pass incomplete to Owens. John Patrick Levine in the slot with a nice hit. 2nd down, Jackson, 5 of 9.
Going back to that last play, all credit to Justin Reside. DC taking a gamble, but throwing it to Gamble. An incredible interception from Iverson Gamble as we see a drop pass there from Owens, and we are now going to see 2nd and 10.
A fast-moving first half. Thankfully, Paul, because nothing about this evening has been fast-moving. as we're down to 4:21 to go in the first half, and Arizona, after that really rough first quarter, has settled in the second quarter. Made a game out of this. DC jumps offside, and that pass is picked. It's not going to matter. A total overthrow from AJ. 2nd and 5 coming up. Whoa! John Gary and Ashley Jackson in each other's face.
Whoa.
Boy, you don't see that often.
Extracurricular activities there, not going to be called. But if you're Ashley Jackson, you have a free play, why not take the shot? You're going to get the ball right back. And we saw some extracurricular activities there, and things are getting a little chippy here in this first half.
I don't know what Gary said, but Jackson's a lover, not a fighter, and something got under her skin there. On 2nd and 5, that pass is tipped away. That's Patrick Levine again. It's his 2nd PD in as many plays. 3rd down.
And he has 2nd this game so far through 6 weeks of action, or 7 weeks of action, has only had 2 on the season.
Wow.
So doubling his total in this first half and just playing excellent defense for the Dragons.
3rd and 5 for Arizona. Jackson changing the play. Nickel look for DC's defense. Jackson fires, complete. First down to the 42, 11-yard pickup. Connor Weston's 2nd catch of the night, his longest. That'll set up a first down to the 42-yard line. Coming up on Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Next Level Sports. The 2 top receivers in the SFL right now, Ryan Roosevelt and Chris Curtis, go toe-to-toe, and the 4-3 Ramblers take on the 4-3 Legion. Coverage as Moses gets a handoff out of the gun and is going to lose yardage. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern and will also include live look-ins on, get this, Paul, Vegas and Carolina next week. 5-1 Vegas, 4-2 Carolina, along with 4-3 Indy, 4-3 Vancouver. It's the best NLSC block of the season. It comes your way this upcoming Saturday, Week 9 in the SFL.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be a sight to see next week. Can't wait to see all of those teams in action. Those are going to be some great games.
3-yard loss for Moses as Jackson will try to get some of those yardage, some of that yardage back. Look at Levine. No, check that. Bullock diving into his own bench, trying to contain Weston, his third reception of the night. He's the only Arizona receiver right now with more than one catch.
Connor Weston, he's no stranger. Ashley Jackson's probably #1 target, short of DJ Moses. But just having a great season so far with 36 receptions.
Jackson, her best pass of the night. It is marked just shy. TJ Punk with the catch. That may be worth another look. It's within the realm of challenge here. It's also within the realm of going for it.
Yeah, if you're down 10 here with 2 minutes left, you don't want to give the ball back to DC with too much time left, but you also need to try to decrease this deficit before you head into the locker room at halftime.
7 in the box, 4th and short. Arizona snaps the ball. Did not get it. Justin Williams has his legs taken out from under him. One of the best defensive stands you'll see all season. Billy Blanks.
Double blocked and everything. Just wow, what a play on 4th and inches.
Incredible.
You're getting double teamed, and to just be able to take the fullback out on 4th and inches and get the ball back for your team is just an incredible play.
The backup on fatigue, double teamed, as you said, Paul, bullying his way to the line of scrimmage, and DC gets the ball back with great field position at the 48-yard line. Out to Say. Say breaks a tackle, gets out of bounds after a 2-yard gain. I definitely didn't have Billy Blanks getting a 4th down stop on my bingo card.
Billy Blanks making Arizona come up with absolutely a blank on that drive after it looked like there was some promise there on that drive for the Scorpions, but just a truly phenomenal play.
Two-minute warning, Arizona 3, DC 13. You're watching Impact Monday on the SFL's YouTube channel, presented by APM Music. There's your total yardage marks. You see that DC has 205 passing yards, but 198 total yards. That's due to the sacks. And Arizona's got 3 of them tonight. Scorpions, no slouch on offense tonight, but DC has definitely had most of the momentum outside of that Arizona defensive front. High formation, 2nd down and 8. Synergy back to throw. Dumps it off to Kevin Say out of the backfield. And Say is pushed out of bounds after a 4-yard pickup by Gamble and Diggs. That is now 10 catches by Say and Stellar combined out of the backfield tonight.
And one huge thing that DC is doing is controlling the pace of this game. They've now had the ball for over 12 minutes, whereas the Scorpions have had the ball for just under 8 minutes.
Synergy to throw. Synergy is sacked.
Got him.
The fullback was in the backfield. That was Jay Ballmer, and as soon as he went out in the pass pattern, Hunter Norwood said, "This is my opportunity." 4 sacks in the first half. DC does nothing with the great field position. They'll have to punt.
And there's still time left for Arizona to possibly throw a touchdown on the scoreboard, where they're going to be getting the ball back with a little over a minute left. Let's see if Ashley Jackson can lead this offense down the field.
Low-scoring first half, Paul, but a great chess match. We've seen a lot of great offense and defense on both sides. And the fair catch is called for by Owens at the 15-16. Check that yard line. Jack's data has DC as a 3.5-point dog tonight. And so far, that generous over-under of 57.5, you're thinking about somewhere like a 30-28, 30-27 type of game, is way under, 13-3, as Jackson and company will start with the football at the 16. 5 wide on first down. Jackson, deep throw, knocked up in the air and incomplete. Peanut Say all over. Punk to set up a 2nd and 10. Jackson 8 of 14 for 80 yards.
DC is kind of expecting Arizona to now take that deep shot with only a minute left in this half. And if you're Arizona, there's still a whole half left to play, so don't count Arizona out just yet. But if you're DC, you have to be feeling great at how well the entire team has played so far tonight.
Second down, 5 in the box for the Dragons. Jackson going to throw again. This time slants over the middle, caught. First down to the 30. No huddle offense. Hauled in by Owens. His second catch. Jackson quickly with 50 seconds to go. Play action. Jackson dumps it off and caught past the sticks this time to the 40-yard line. And that pass secured by Zab Judah, his first catch of the night.
And what a throw there from Jackson on the play action to throw it right on the money. Your receiver goes out of bounds, you save a timeout, and you're only 10 yards away from crossing the 50-yard line.
Jackson, shotgun, fires. Nice post pattern from Owens. Check that. Weston, Arizona calls timeout. 42 seconds left.
This is exactly where Ashley Jackson shines. An extremely confident player. She's the league leading passing touchdown holder with 17 on the season so far, and looking to get number 18 here possibly to make this a 10-13 game.
DC's leading tackler right now with 3, Riley Hughes and Declan O'Rourke, but 10 different players have made tackles in the first half as Owens picks up 5 and does get out of bounds to stop the clock with 38 seconds to go. Bullock on the tackle.
And Arizona inching towards the goal line here, moving into Washington territory. And if you're DC, you just gotta hold strong. But if you're Arizona, all it takes is one play here on the 40-yard line to make this a closer game.
All passes on the drive, 5 plays, 44 yards. Started 30 seconds ago, and Arizona's made quick work of things. Jackson out of the gun again, runs another post, caught. First down to the 25-yard line. TJ Punk gets up. He's talking trash. Got to get set. Taking way too much time there. Got to understand where you are on the field for that. 22 seconds to go. Jackson dumps it short. Pass caught at the 19. And a timeout by the Scorpions. A lot of John going on out here on the Arizona side. Todd with the catch.
Yeah, we saw earlier in the game, Ashley Jackson wasn't too happy getting in the face of the defender. And as we see again, the chippiness coming out in this first half. But Ashley Jackson looking to kind of get a few more yards, either get a touchdown or help get 3 points for your team.
Jackson on 2nd and 5. Fires it outside, hauled in by Punk, and he'll take the 3 points, I'm guessing, from Cliff Allen. Jackson 15 of 21 for 155 yards. Pretty nice first half, all things considered, the early interception. But Arizona's emotions maybe getting the better of them in the first half, especially in the first quarter. But the fact that they held DC scoreless in the second frame after that really rough start, they got to feel pretty good about that going into the locker room.
Absolutely. Going into halftime, down 6-13 if they make this field goal. It's definitely a moral victory after that first half with all things considered.
Still got Shanahan's return, and you can never count out Kevin Say at the last play of the first half. We've seen him at the buzzer get a handful of touchdowns in his career. Him and Phoenix Jones seem to be the best at that. Moses has had 1 or 2 in his day, too.
That would be absolutely heartbreaking for this Arizona Scorpions team. If you think you're going into halftime down 6-13, going down 6-20 is not ideal if you're a Scorpion.
Shanahan past the 25, angled to the right of the 31-yard line, so 3 seconds to go. One last play before the half. Handoff say, and nothing doing. Sean Moore wraps him up. That's the end of the first half. No surprise there, but a surprise maybe on the scoreboard. Arizona 6, DC 13. Hit the locker room. Get Paul's thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, just not what really a lot of us were expecting. And DC, all credit to them for playing Arizona the way that they have in this game. To go up into halftime up 13-6 is a huge victory for the first half for DC. So I'm just excited to see if DC is going to be able to hold strong and continue to play at the level they're playing. And I'm also excited to see this high-flying Arizona Scorpions offense kind of get going. And as far as this second half, I think down 7 points, this game is anyone's game.
You mentioned Kevin Say's carry numbers so far this season. He's only got 87, 23rd in the league. But DJ Moses has 130. That's sixth most in the league. But Moses only 9 for 26 in the first half. A little surprised with that.
And when you look at the defensive side of the ball, you see this Arizona Scorpions team getting after the quarterback 4 times in the first half, but you have the DC Dragons only have 1 sack, but DC's winning. So it's just that 1 interception early on that first drive from Arizona at this point seems to be the difference in this game.
Norwood came into the game number 1 in the SFL with 15 tackles for loss, and he had a really productive first half. 3 total tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackle for losses. As highlights roll on here, that was the catch from Punk to set up the Cliff Allen field goal. That takes us to the third quarter. Dungeon of Paris Stadium getting a remodel over the summer. Saw that a few weeks ago in our exhibition. But still a incredibly beautiful stadium here in our nation's capital. Arizona gets the ball to start the second half after Cliff Allen kicked off. And who would have thunk it? Down 13-0 at the end of the first quarter. Arizona has a chance to tie the game on this opening possession of the third quarter. Ryan Owens from 1 yard deep in his end zone gets it out to the 24-yard line. It is a bit chilly, but beautiful evening if you're a warm-blooded soul like me. 50 degrees, feels like 52 out here. Clear skies tonight in Washington.
And I'll tell you what, Cam, from what we've seen every Monday night this season, these third quarters on Impact Monday are crucial to teams. So the battle of the third quarter may determine the winner of this game.
You are absolutely right. It has been that kind of way here in prime time as Jackson starts the third quarter with a pump fake, dumps it off to Todd. Will Todd pretty involved tonight in the offense. That's his third catch on 3 targets, just 17 receptions on 28 targets coming in.
And a great job. I know Will Todd is an extremely veteran leader on this Arizona team and is someone I personally have looked up to as a tight end myself. And get the hashtags, throwing it to the tight ends, rolling in the chat because Will Todd with his 3rd reception on the night.
Second and short, 13-6. Season 20, Week 8 here on SFL YouTube, along with Jack Brown, Rochelle Colston, the Stat Truck, Paul Sarp, providing you analysis tonight. I'm Cameron Irvine, 2 in the backfield. Moses takes a handoff, going sideways. Oh. Look at how DC extended him all across the line of scrimmage. He was looking for a hole, found none, and Gore stops him at the end along with Bourne.
And Moses with 3 or 4 different opportunities. He saw 3 or 4 different holes, and just this DC front refused to let him get that first down, but jumps offside.
DC ruins that good defensive effort by jumping offside and will give Arizona a first down, the 3rd offside of the night. And Arizona will keep the drive alive.
Neutral zone infraction, number 96, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Penalty on Gary, who was talking trash with Jackson early in the game.
And the Scorpions getting the better hand of Gary there on that one, forcing him to jump off sides to move the chains. And you're now on your 39-yard line with a new set of downs. Let's see how Arizona is going to answer.
Dat Boy Jeezy, we use a variety of Adobe products to bring you the custom presentation that you see across our channel. As that pass is incomplete, Weston and Punk totally in a miscommunication as Weston and Peanut Say have a friendly conversation afterwards. There's a look at Bourne on the line. 2nd and 10. Jackson goes empty. Jackson hit from behind. Was able to deliver a solid ball to Will Todd. Picks up 7. And I thought there was going to be an injury on the play. Guess not. 3rd and short.
And 3rd and 3 looks a lot better than 3 and 10, but Arizona, they've been doing pretty well so far tonight on 3rd downs. I believe, yeah, they're 5 for 8. And we're going to see them go 5 for 9 there. Just unable to convert the downs, get past the 50, and they're going to give the ball back to DC here unless they try to go for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, Justin Williams again, Kano Fortson with the stop, and after failing on 4th and inches in the first half with a similar play to Williams, Arizona not taking any chances. They want to play field position in this chess match. They'll punt the football away to Ronnie Shanahan, who's standing at his 18-yard line, makes one man miss and gets it out to the 23-yard line. Want in-depth statistics all season long? Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net. For info about the league and its 28 teams and to see all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more, simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Synergy, a rainbow out to Kevin Say. Got it over the D lineman. Say broke a tackle and gets the first down. Constantine chases Say down the field, but a brilliant throw from Shabazz with pressure incoming.
Yeah, and after a first half like Shabazz Synergy had, 22 of 28 in the first half for 209 yards. What a great throw and a catch and run from Kevin Say there. That's going to be his 9th reception for 39 yards so far.
Shout out to the newest rookies who are joining our minor league. Nate LeChancellor at strong safety for Tacoma. Ricky Phillips, defensive end for Madison. As that pass is intercepted by Garrison off the deflection. And Kippa Jones hoping to get some more interceptions at corner for Ottawa this season. Welcome to the league and welcome to another turnover, DC.
Great interception from Everett Garrison to get the ball back for your offense, who has been somewhat struggling so far against this DC defense. You're just gaining an opportunity to help your team win this game by picking off Shabazz Synergy for the 2nd time tonight.
Everett Garrison's 5th pick of the season is 47th all-time, top 30 in the SFL. 1st and 10 at the 37 as Jackson's pass caught by Todd. Todd's got 5 catches along with Punk's 4, Weston's 4, and Owen's 3. Both quarterbacks doing a terrific job of spreading the ball around tonight.
Absolutely, and that's what makes an offense so dangerous, is being able to spread the love to everyone on the team, so that way you can never game plan against one specific player.
Jackson out of the gun where she's been operating a lot tonight. Pass hauled in by Weston. First down to the DC 36, and that is your downfield attack you were looking for, Paul.
Yeah, and just finally showing up in the second half in this 3rd quarter. Ashley Jackson has all the faith in the world in her receiver, Connor Weston, getting his 4th reception on the day. And this Arizona offense kind of looks like they've rejuvenated at halftime and looking a little better than they did in the first half.
Second play over 20 yards for Arizona's offense tonight. Both have been for 24 yards. Weston with a one-hander, then cuts back inside. Hughes wraps him up at the 31.
And Weston with back-to-back receptions there, showing a little flash on that one with the one-handed catch with the spin, juking the defender, and setting your team up on the 31-yard line on 2nd and 6.
Jackson to throw, pass caught,
Mag.
first down by Owens. That's the 4th play of the drive, but considering that DC only had the ball for 2 plays before they turned it over, it feels like play 12 of this series for Arizona to start the 3rd quarter.
Absolutely. It's kind of like a flip has been switched where DC was dominating in the first half, but now it's looking like Arizona is trying to get back in that time of possession battle and try to control things in the second half.
Both teams need the game. I would say DC probably needs a little bit more at 2-4. They lose tonight. They have 0 margin for error, and they still got to play Baltimore this season as Justin Williams picks up 6. Arizona also still has to play Baltimore this season, and the way the Vultures have beaten up these 2 teams over the last few seasons, you have to consider the loss a very legitimate possibility. 2nd and 4 at the 13. Handoff Moses. Moses, first down to the 7-yard line. DJ Moses with his 13th carry of the night. His longest run is only 12, but picks up a huge first down there for the Scorpions.
DJ Moses finally coming alive in the second half as well. For DC to hold such a great running back to the half that they did, and even currently only 13 rushing attempts for 39 yards, you got to credit that as a win when you have a top 10 running back in this league with only 39 rushing yards.
DC's had the ball twice, 2 plays in this 3rd quarter. First and goal from the 7. Moses breaks off a tackle, gets to the 4. And when you go back to the end of the first half, remember, Paul, Arizona had the ball for 9 plays on the field goal drive. They had the ball for 8 plays on the turnover on downs, whereas DC's had a 3-and-out and the 1 run to end the half. So put it all together, Arizona's had the ball 31 of the last 38 plays in this game as Jackson's pass to Moses gets him in for a touchdown.
And we hear the boos from the fans, not too happy with that free touchdown for DJ Moses, and just incredible drive from Arizona to score points off the turnover as we see DJ Moses, no one even in the frame defending him, and just a great touchdown here. And we're going to see a potential tie ball game right here, Cam.
Remember when time of possession was, it was DC's game. You made such a great point, Paul. They were playing their style of ball control with the short passing attack, and Arizona was really left to be on their heels. Well, now Arizona actually leads in time of possession in a dramatic twist of fate for the Dragons. We're all tied up at 13 unanswered for Arizona.
And Arizona they haven't been down a whole lot this season, but refusing to add a loss to the loss column tonight against DC. And let's see how DC is going to respond to that Arizona touchdown, if they're going to play a little bit more aggressive moving forward or just stick to the same offense they've been playing.
Shanahan on the return. Up past the 20, and we'll get to the 25-yard line. I see 86 viewers. I see 14 likes. Wah, wah. If you're liking the game so far, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. They're all going to laugh at you. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. Center G fires to Josh Gill for the first down to the 37-yard line. Well, 4 people listen to the ad reads. Oh, 7. That's great. Thanks, everyone.
We appreciate it. Got to smash that like button because I'm loving this game so far. It's a 13-13 ball game on Impact Monday. DC's driving down the field, looking to steal a win from Arizona, who needs a win. DC's kind of season maybe on the line here, if with a loss, but both of these teams playing an excellent ball game so far.
Your updated numbers have DC now with less yardage than Arizona. Kevin Say trying to get the run game going, picks up 8 to set up a 2nd down and 2. Before that run, he had just 7 yards on the ground for 4 carries.
Yeah, just as I've been saying it all night, Kevin Say is just an extremely efficient running back. You just got to give him the targets and the rushes to get those numbers up. Oh,
Stellar with the catch for the 1st down. $9.99 skip. Super chat, they're all going to laugh at you. Yes. Fox got the reference. But Ma. No! 1st down. 2:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. My dog liked that one for some reason. Hand off to Kevin Say. Say,
there he
out
goes.
past the right side,
There he
40,
goes.
30, 20. Say down to the 13-yard line. And it is Nathaniel Diggs saving the touchdown on Kevin Say's longest run of the night.
What a great run from Kevin Say. Just efficient running right there. These big plays. Kevin Say is no stranger to the 30-plus yard plays, and just an incredible job there to move into the Arizona red zone to try to snatch the lead right back from the Scorpions.
$5 super chat from Will Todd. Smash that like button. We should quote Sandler more often. Pass caught by Westlake. Took it away from the Arizona defense. What a response from the Dragons, who have barely been on the field offensively over the last 2 quarters. They've got the ball down to the 4.
Yeah, after an excellent first half, the DC Dragons offense just hasn't shown up in this 3rd quarter until this drive, and just driving down the field, making it look effortless.
Handoff, Say, running left. Kevin Say, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And just as quickly as Arizona came all the way back from a 13-0 deficit, they lose it to Say and the Dragons offense.
And Say it ain't so with his 7th touchdown on the season, trying to move up into the top 10 so far in season 20 of SFL. DC with a 19-13 lead with a chance to make it a 7-point game. Just a truly phenomenal game that we're watching right now.
Shout out to Gridiron Matrix. I thought this was a real game. Great commentary. That's the best compliment you can ever give us on this channel. Appreciate you. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already done so, as Paulie gets the extra point. 20-13. DC back on top. And you wonder, Paul, if after 2 quarters of hard work for Arizona just to tie the game, if they have, what else do they have left in the tank?
I feel like Arizona has a lot left in the tank. This team is 5-1. They were in the championship game last season. They are no stranger to close games, and typically over the past few seasons, they've been coming out on top of these close encounters with other teams, and we're going to see them with another opportunity tonight.
Owens on the return to the 22-yard line. This stat pack brought to you by Jack Brown and Rochelle Colston in our stat truck. Let's take a look at DC's numbers on offense. 26 of 33 for Synergy, 246 yards. Does have the 2 interceptions, Say, up to 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also has 9 catches tonight. Churchill's been a little quiet. 3 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. We'll get to Arizona's leaders in a moment as Jackson fires down the field, tipped up in the air, and caught at the 46-yard line. TJ Punk with his 5th grab of the evening.
Wow, I thought that one was going to be snatched by a defender, but TJ Punk, just incredible awareness.
Woo!
Right in the right spot at the right time, moving the chains. What an incredible catch.
6 catches for Weston, 5 for Punk, 5 for Todd. Jackson now 23 of 30 for 243 yards. That QBR approaching 100. 7-point game. Offenses are starting to heat up now. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield. Now past midfield. For a first down, Todd. Nope, check that punk again. With his 5th reception, moves the chains.
And how about Ashley Jackson answering the haters after an 0-1 start with 1 interception, is now 24 of 30 since that first play.
Haven't seen Gary doing much talking recently as Todd breaks a tackle, gets 8. He's been eating them alive all night on that route to the outside. His 6th catch, now 3 different receivers with 6 catches on the evening.
Will Todd, as you said, 6 reception, just playing phenomenal here. This DC Dragons defense doesn't really have an answer for Will Todd, as we've seen for 6 times now, just getting chunks of yards, and they all add up.
Handoff Moses. He's short, however. I was just looking over I was thinking, man, this is a really talented team that Arizona's got. DC has 7 combined all-star appearances. Arizona has 29.
Wow.
This is one talented bunch, but they are down by 7, 13-20. End of the 3rd quarter. DC clinging to a 7-point lead, trying to avoid slipping to 2-5. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Start of the 4th quarter, Rochelle Colston, Jack Brown, Paul Sarp, Cameron Irvine, our crew for you tonight here on Impact Monday. Under the lights in D.C., where the Dragons have a 7-point lead, but Ashley Jackson has another first down. Jackson quarterback rating now up to 98. Another move of the chains.
And I want to go back to what you said, Cam. As far as the leadership of the Arizona Scorpions, this DC Dragons team is somewhat young. You have the veteran leadership of Jose Fuentes and Josh Vasquez, but you have 4 rookie defenders on your defense, and to hold Ashley Jackson and the Scorpions to 13 points through 3 quarters is just an incredible feat.
I agree. Moses is forearmed by Bourne on the defensive front. It's only a 1-yard pickup. 18 first downs tonight, 19 rather for Arizona, over 300 total yards of offense.
And it seems like at the blink of an eye, we saw Arizona with the ball in their own territory, and now they're pushing the red zone of DC here.
But Moses having some trouble getting out of the backfield. Riley Q's 6th solo tackle of the night leads all defenders outside of Eddie Gage in this game. Sets up a 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. This is not necessarily a game-deciding 3rd down, but it is a crucial 3rd down for both of these teams.
4 wide. Play fake Jackson. Jackson avoids a sack. Jackson goes to the end zone and tackled just short of it at the 2-yard line. Connor Weston reaches for the sky.
If the fans could see my stink face here, what a throw. What a gutsy throw there. Wow. Just for Weston to go up and get it. That's that Ashley Jackson, the Weston connection. We've seen it last season. We've seen it this season. And what a threat, these two.
Moses, touchdown. Back-to-back-to-back drives in the second half. Go for 6 plus 1 as Cliff Allen will come on to try and tie the game.
This will be the 4th time we've seen Cliff Allen come out here. He's had 2 field goals, already hit his 1st extra point, looking to convert his 2nd, and we are 1 point away from a tie ball game.
Fox Highwind $4.99 super chat. I could go pro with the commentary. It's legit, legendary. Appreciate you, Fox. Loving the positivity in this chat room tonight. This has been a great football game. Christian thought he was a pro. I guess I was until I quit my job and started doing this. We're tied at 20. 9:08 to play.
And I agree, Fox. I'm here with the best in the business. with Cam in the booth, and what a game we're all watching here. We've seen 2 tie games here in the second half, 2 separate times. Arizona clawing back, tying the game back up, and just 9 minutes of great football left.
Wow, Diggs wants a commercial break. His chest hurts. That's the first time I've ever heard anyone request a commercial break on this channel. As Shanahan with a couple of spins gets out of the 25-yard line. 9:03 to go in the fourth. Maybe it's Diggs that was folded like a chair after all. Arizona 7 of 12 on third down. They were 0 for 3 in the first quarter. So 7 of their last 9 third downs have been converted, including a perfect 4 for 4 in that second frame. 4 wide for Synergy. DC back to work in a tie game at 20. Pass hauled in by Mike Churchill. First catch in a long while. Picks up 6.
Cliff Allen is seeing it here, and you gotta, if you're DC, you gotta look out for Eddie Gage. Cliff Allen saying Eddie Gage pick time, looking for number 100 in his career. Will we see it in this fourth quarter? I can't wait to find out.
8:35 left. Time ticking away on a very competitive game as Kevin Say sheds 2 and gets a first down to the 40-yard line. Say heating up in the second half after a really slow start to his evening.
And the big credit to that was that big 39-yard rush, where that has added up to over half of his yards in this ball game. But starting to finally get some traction here in the second half and trying to silence this Arizona defense yet again for the third time.
8:06 and counting. Synergy going to start out of the shotgun here on 1st and 10. Nickel look for Arizona. Synergy rolls, throws back across his body. The pass is incomplete. Gamble was in coverage, but I believe it was Sean Moore who had the best shot at that football. That's a big no-no move from Shabazz. Just his 8th incompletion of the evening.
And a very, very risky throw, throwing it on the run across the body into a sea of white defenders. And just, wow, what a risky throw there. And I'm sure Synergy is incredibly thankful that was not intercepted.
Second down to the DC 40. Hand off to Stellar. Stellar lost 2. His first carry of the evening to give Kevin Say a break, and Eddie Gage is jiving in the backfield. He has had a terrific night, even though it hasn't come with the headliner we were hoping for.
Yeah, to leading the team, 10 tackles, defensive leader for this team, 18th season in the league, an absolute staple of this Arizona defense.
3 tackles for loss tonight. Synergy's pass is caught.
Ooh.
First down to the Arizona 47-yard line. Mike Churchill catches everything that moves.
And Mike Churchill had 3 early receptions in the first quarter, and first time we've seen him with a reception since then. Knew he was going to get hit. Just a great catch and great job from Mike Churchill to come down with that first down.
Another drive put together by these two teams. We've only had 2 drives in the second half not result in a touchdown. An Arizona punt and that DC interception, which was basically an arm punt. Flip out to Say!
Ooh.
Say made a man fly! First down to the Scorpion 35-yard line. Somebody picked their face up off the grass.
Cam, what a great play from Kevin Say with the spin move. Throwing defenders off of him, getting the first down, and extending this drive for the Dragons. What a great run and catch.
Skinny Washington. Yikes. First down at the Scorpion 35. 6:45 and counting. Another terrific answer by DC to an Arizona touchdown. Ronnie Shanahan, 9-yard gain to the Scorpion 27.
This DC Dragons team just in prime time, living up to the expectations of taking on a 5-1 Scorpions team and making it an absolutely thrilling game so far tonight.
2 in the backfield, 2nd and 1. Synergy flips it out to Say. Say's got a first down and more. Say down to the 19-yard line, shoved off Eddie Gage before Thomas drove him out of bounds. That's Shabazz's 30th completion.
30th completion for Synergy, 10th reception for Kevin Say. You got 76 rushing yards to add on to that for hitting the milestone marker or the century mark in all-purpose yards, and moving into the red zone, trying to take this lead back for what seems to be a 4th time in the second half.
6 minutes and counting. Synergy over the middle, caught by Percoco, but not by much. Man, Lauren had to get her hands up quick. That was going to be picked off. 6-yard gain.
And Synergy just, again, looking methodical, driving down the field, just trying to put points up on the board. That's all you can do as the quarterback of any team in this league, and put points up tonight. That is for sure.
Handoff. Say breaks a tackle and then is crushed at the 10-yard line. Moore and Thomas combine for the stop. A very precarious 3rd and 1 coming up for DC. They're 4 of 8 on 3rd down tonight. This is only their 2nd 3rd down of the second half.
Extremely important 3rd and short here for both teams.
Heavy look. 2 in the backfield. Synergy going to throw. Synergy out to Say. Say's got some space. And Say's got a first down to the 6-yard line. Under 5 to go. DC knocking on the door.
And knocking, they are looking just slowly increasing their chances to score on this drive. An extremely important conversion here. That conversion could have been the difference between 3 points or 7 points on this drive.
Same look. Flip the formation. 1st and goal. 4.5 left. Arizona's defense trying to make a stand. Synergy gonna throw. Say to the outside. Say breaks the tackle and gets down to the 2-yard line. Time ticking away.
This defense just refusing to let Kevin Say into the end zone, but Kevin Say refusing to let them and throwing 2 defenders off of him, gaining some yards. We have a 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line.
2 in the backfield. Under 4 to go. Synergy. Handoff. Stellar.
Stop.
Nothing. Loss of 1. Hunter Norwood with the takedown to set up a 3rd and goal. Norwood's 3rd TFL of the night and Arizona's 9th in the game.
And that is just proof as to why Norwood is number 1 so far in this season in tackles for loss, adding 2 sacks on the day as well. Just a truly tremendous performance.
3rd and goal. Synergy changing the play. 3:15 left. Synergy gonna throw. Synergy corner of the end zone, knocked away.
Eddie Gage.
First read was covered, and Eddie Gage smacks it down. 4th and goal, but man, he had a lot of green.
And I'll tell you what, if that was pick number 100 for his first interception for return for a touchdown for 100 yards, wow, what a story that would be.
Just hawking Lauren Percoco on that play. So instead, that halts the touchdown streak in this second half. And Potty will come out for a field goal to try and extend the DC lead to 3. Arizona has scored 2 consecutive touchdowns, and DC has come back with points both times. The 19-yard chip shot is good. DC 23, Arizona 20. Next Monday, Paul, we head to London, where the North-leading London Knights will host the Fort Worth Toros. London is the current 12 seed. Fort Worth's in the mix as your 10 spot at 4-2. That game is going to be critical. They've met at conventions before. It should be another fun one, as Impact Monday is really heated up on the back 7 of this schedule, as Owens will return past the 20, get it to the 23, and here comes Jackson.
I want to go back to that last field goal play, Cam. I know you mentioned it 3 times earlier tonight, but Pati moving up to number 18, tied with Amanda Moyer for 81 field goals made in his career.
15 plays, 71 yards on that last drive. 5 minutes and 59 seconds come off the clock. A masterful drive, except for the fact that DC didn't get a touchdown. Jackson has scored touchdowns on back-to-back drives. That one nearly stolen by Bullock, but instead it finds the soft mitts of Weston, 3 yards shy of 100.
And the 9th reception on the night for Connor Weston. Ashley Jackson has found Weston often tonight, and I'll tell you what, there's under 3 minutes left. If you're Arizona, you got to put points up, but you don't want to leave DC with too much time on the clock if you do score.
2nd and 4 at the 29. Jackson hands the ball off. Moses, first down to the 35. And going back to that London game, you know, every game London's got they're in a prime time spot late here in on the East Coast here in America. Dude, they just drink all night. It's called night tailgating out there. Take the day off of work. It's a whole national holiday situation. Hand off Moses. Not much room there, but yeah, still manages to get 4.
Yeah, it did not look like he was going to be able to get 4 yards there. Looked like he was going to be tackled for a loss, but great job from DJ Moses to fight for those 4 yards.
Look at these stats. 5.8 and 5.7 yards per play, 361 to 358. It doesn't get tighter than this game. 2:05 to go. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Jackson going to pass. Jackson's pass knocked up in the air and incomplete. And actually, Hughes halts the clock with 2:02 left. Punk was the intended target, sets up 3rd down.
Now this may be the most important 3rd down so far in this game. And only 2 seconds before the 2-minute warning, you still have 3 timeouts. If you can't convert here, you got to put your trust in your defense.
4 wide. Jackson out of the shotgun. 3rd and 6. Play fake. Jackson. Deep ball. Caught it! Wide open to the DC 29-yard line. And that's how we hit the 2-minute warning. You're watching Impact Monday on YouTube, presented by APM Music, and TJ Punk's got Arizona on DC's side of the field.
And Ashley Jackson with ice in her veins on a crucial 3rd and 6, converting it for her team, moving into the Washington territory on the 29, down 3, 2 minutes to go. Let's see it.
Longest pass of the night for Arizona. Punk, 32 yards. Jackson fires near side, caught by Punk, and that will stop the clock. After a 6-yard gain, Bullock with yet another stop, his 6th tackle of the night.
And a great throw. Unfortunately for Arizona, the clock did stop, but you're able to get a 2nd and manageable rather than 2nd and 10. And you just got to continue to try to bleed this clock because, like I said, you just don't want to give DC too much time to try and steal this game.
Split back, 2nd and 4. They hand it off to Moses with that in mind, but Moses is actually going to be dropped for a loss. Jason Bourne again. Only the 3rd tackle for loss of the night for the Dragons, but Bourne's been everywhere.
Making tackles, getting in defenders' face. Just not too happy with this Arizona team tonight, just making it known here, making plays, letting this team know what is going down on this defense.
Crowd chanting defense. DC showing a blitz. 3rd and 5. They back off. Jackson's pass is knocked up and incomplete. Ryan Owens was the intended target, but I believe it was Bullock who got a hand on that football, and that'll bring out Cliff Allen to try and tie the game.
And we might be in for the 2nd overtime game of the week if Arizona can hit this field goal.
41-yarder for Cliff Allen. Everything's clean up front, and that kick is good.
It is good.
They leave DC 3 timeouts and a minute 15 seconds in a game where we have had 5 consecutive offensive drives lead to points.
Oh boy, and what a second half and game in general this has been. We got a minute 15 on the scoreboard, on the time clock, tie ball game. DC and Sabaz synergy with a chance to win this game on this drive.
Goosebumps. All tied at 23, last game of week 8. 1:15 to go. Ronnie Shanahan on the return. Past the 20 to the 25-yard line. And Eddie Gage and that defense, 13 tackles, 3 tackles for loss tonight for Gage. This defensive front has 4 sacks, but none in the second half, trying to stop one of the best 2-minute offenses in SFL history, Shabazz Synergy's DC Dragons. He'll start out of the shotgun with 4 receivers, 3 to the top of the screen. 3-2 defense out of Arizona. Synergy goes to the corner. It is one-handed, picked off by Parker Thomas, and that is gaming. Just said in the chat that he would get the game-winning interception, and I want the lotto numbers from you.
What a play. Wow. What an interception from Parker Thomas, going up with one hand and coming down with it, giving Arizona a chance to head into DC and come out with a victory. Wow.
Churchill so upset because if Thomas doesn't make that play, he's out of here. Arizona's still got to get back into field goal range. Jackson will change the play out of the shotgun. 3-2 dime look for DC. Flip it outside to DJ Moses. He gets a block. And Moses gets to the 41 but can't get out of bounds. 2nd and 3, 55 seconds to go.
Strap your
DC's
seatbelts.
defense scrambling a little bit. Down to 46 seconds left. Jackson trying to make sure that all the time bleeds off the clock. They just need a field goal to win. Play fake. Jackson almost hit it. See through. Pass is caught. First down. It's Judah with the catch to the DC 34. Narrowly avoiding a sack. Jackson out of the shotgun. Fires middle of the field. Caught by Owens. Caught at the 24-yard line. Oh, in the clutch. Dragons will call a timeout.
I don't know about you, Cam, but I am absolutely sweating watching this game. Ashley Jackson with ice in her veins for a second drive in a row.
She started the game with a pick. Hasn't thrown one since. 33 of 42 for 363 yards. Churchill got the good Ashley tonight. Hand off to Moses. Moses 20. Moses 15.
He's
Moses
gone.
says, see you later. Touchdown, Scorpions.
Wow. Wow. What a run. Incredible blocking from everyone on this Scorpions team as DJ Moses just likely seals the game. He just has blockers everywhere and walking in for a touchdown. Wow.
That's why you pay your line. Justin Williams with a block. Sean Crooked with the last block. And the only negative for Arizona is it gives Synergy another shot. Allen now will get a chance to kick an extra point instead of a field goal. That's good. And all of a sudden, the underbettors are sweating. 30-23, 18 seconds left.
Just a totally different second half. Defense primarily dominated the first half. Both of these offenses lighten up the scoreboard in the second half. Ashley Jackson with an absolutely clutch drive after a clutch interception from Parker Thomas. This is just a truly incredible finish.
From the 2, Shanahan to the 24, 15 seconds on the clock, 2 timeouts for the Dragons. I wonder if they try and dial up that corner route again. If he gets it over Thomas's head, Churchill could tie the game.
We might be headed to overtime, Cam. All it takes is one play.
Arizona has scored on 4 straight drives in the second half. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Synergy, 1st and 10 at the 24. Synergy pump fake, fires down the field, intercepted! Intercepted by Skinny, let's go home! Arizona is 6-1.
Skinny Washington, what a time to make a big-time play, to seal the game for your team, to take Shabazz Synergy off of the field in this DC Dragons offense. Just a truly incredible big-time play from a big-time player.
And heartbreak for the DC Dragons, who will fall to 2-5 in a game they so desperately needed. The Dragons have now lost 3 games in a row by 8 points or less. They lost to Mexico City last week by 8, Carolina the week before by 4. And that is a tough way to go from 2-2 to 2-5. They are in real trouble now.
And Arizona getting their first win in this DC stadium after playing a somewhat poor of a first half, down 7 going into halftime, to be able to fight back and come back in this game just is incredible, and is why this Arizona team only has 1 loss on the season.
I know we've had a lot of good games in the SFL this season, Paul, but that may have been just the game of the year. That was so well played by both teams. Kudos to both teams for putting on one heck of a performance tonight in prime time.
Put on an absolute show for myself, for you, for the statisticians, for the whole SFL community. What a great showing from both of these teams on Impact Monday.
When we put together the Impact Monday schedule next season, Paul, we remember games like this. We want these games in prime time, and Arizona gets the win 30-23 to improve to 6-1. They'll go back to number 2 in the league, a game back of the Atlanta Swarm. Jump over Baltimore and Las Vegas, back in first place in the West Division, putting all the pressure on Vegas to take care of business against a very stingy Carolina team next week. Both teams end up with over 300 passing yards, exactly 73 rushing yards, and a fantastic game that just ended in too many turnovers for DC. Synergy ends the night with 4 interceptions.
And for that first half, for Arizona to be losing the time of possession battle by about 5 minutes, to end the game and come out on top in time of possession just shows the second half dominance of this Scorpions team. And Ashley Jackson gets it done again for this Scorpion squad.
Say got it going, but too much AJ. AJ coming in to the night, leading the league, or coming into the week rather, leading the league with 17 passing touchdowns. She only had 1 tonight, but she just played a terrific game, got everybody involved. Weston 9 catches, Punk 8, Todd 6, Owen 6. Todd only had 17 coming into the season. And Jackson, just a terrific evening. She's going to enter week 9 3rd in passing touchdowns, but she's got to be feeling pretty good about her squad after this win.
And as we just saw there on that replay, how about that one-handed interception from Parker Thomas, man? That absolutely essentially sealed the game for Arizona, and I can't get over how he was able to come down with that ball after putting one hand up there like that.
Then the blocking to seal the game there for Arizona's DJ Moses. Didn't have the most sparkly of evenings in the stat sheet. I don't know what Synergy was looking at there on that last pass. Really didn't have anybody in the area, maybe Gill, but Skinny, right place, right time, makes a tremendous play, and after learning how to fly earlier in the game, he gets the last laugh on Kevin Say. Moses is your player of the game with 3 total touchdowns. Like to see him get a hair flip with that get up. Final score, Arizona 30, DC 23. Paul and I are back in week 9 Monday night for Fort Worth and London. We hope it's just as good of a game as we've had the last 2 weeks here on Monday night. For Rochelle Colston, Jack Brown, Paul Sarp, I'm Cameron Irvine. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget the SFL is football for everyone. And don't forget, We ain't never going anywhere. YouTube.com/SimulationFL. We'll see you later this week. Have a great night, everybody.